Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Cam, and today we have the Extreme Rules match predictions, how I think they're going to go. I'm also going to predict the match rating just because, I don't know, I don't really see people doing that, and I thought it was pretty cool, and I want to try it. And so we're going to go through each match on the card that is currently there right now, unless they add them last minute. Then again, don't put it past them. They probably just put something on Twitter just because they can. But first, kicking off, we have the New Day versus Sanity in the tables match on a kickoff show. Now, Sanity hasn't exactly been given the greatest welcoming. The only thing they got was to beat down on the Usos their first week. Other than that, they've lost. However, I do think because of their loss on SmackDown Live on Tuesday, I do think this Sunday they are going to win the tables match just because of the fact that if you put them over on the New Day, who really can do whatever they want because they're the New Day, so it's not like you're actually going to bury the New Day because they're just too far over at this point. That wouldn't really do anything. However, if you start building up Sanity, you can, because my thing was when I think about it, when I see Sanity, is Daniel Bryan Kane are probably not going to hold titles if they win them that long. So you kind of think, who are you going to put in the picture to take them away? And my thing is Sanity, but we'll get to Team Hell No versus the Bludgeon Brothers in a few moments. Now, Braun Strowman versus Kevin Owens in a steel cage match. Now, I won't lie when I say that even if it's just a tiny bit, I do feel WWE has kind of killed Braun Strowman's momentum just a little bit. Just because of the way they're using him with kind of like overdoing his skits, but that's just me. Maybe it's just me being worried that everyone's going to start booing him, and then we'll have a Universal Champion that always gets booed, or he just doesn't win it at all because they don't know what they want to do. Please don't make him another Roman Reigns. But for this match, I do think it is going to come out with Braun Strowman on top. As much as honestly, I would love for Kevin Owens to win. Oh wow, I forgot to do something for the kickoff show rating. I think it's going to be a 3.5 star match between the New Day and Sanity. But for Braun Strowman versus Kevin Owens, do think Braun Strowman's going to come out on top for the most part, and why is because they haven't really been treating Kevin Owens very much like properly. I mean, if you look at how he came up and he just beat the hell out of John Cena, and now he's just getting by Braun Strowman every week after trying to be his friend, and then he flipped his car. But I don't know. But it is going to be a steel cage. It is one of the few actual matches that have stipulations, because that's totally not a good idea to have stipulations on a Extreme Rules card, but you only have I don't know. I don't know. I question these things too. But do think Braun Strowman's gonna win. How? I have no idea. I think it'd be nice because you don't really do anything to Braun, in my opinion. If Kevin Owens were to get a sneaky win, as in maybe get help, or he's just gonna sneak off, but who knows? In the rating I give the Braun Strowman versus Kevin Owens match, I have a feeling it's going to be a 4-star match, just because it'll probably have some spots with Braun just throwing Kevin into the cage. Now, Roman Reigns versus Bobby Lashley has a high chance of headlining Extreme Rules and being the main event for that show, which I don't think is a very good idea. I don't hate either one. I think Roman Reigns is very good in the ring. However, you can tell he is not over at all. It doesn't matter where he goes, he's going to get booed. The most I've ever seen him get cheered was like a quarter of the crowd, which is not good when you're a babyface who wants to be champion. But Roman Reigns versus Bobby Lashley, I think if it's going to headline, they should make it with some type of stipulation. I'd go as far to even say a no holds barred, because I mean, look at the brawl they had Monday Night Raw this past week. They beat the hell out of each other. So I think if you're going to headline it, make it so people aren't going to feel like it's stale, boring, and they want to actually watch it. So get an Extreme Rules match. However, I do think Roman Reigns is going to win. Not that I want him to win, but just with the way they've been booking him lately, I have a feeling Roman Reigns is going to win. However, this isn't necessarily a number one contendership for the Universal Championship, which we do know Brock is going to lose at SummerSlam. I got a feeling this might happen on Monday Night Raw to pick a number one contender, and I do think it's going to be a multi-man match, but I just think they're going to have Roman Reigns win, and Bobby Lashley's not going to be, okay with it, and they're going to extend the feud possibly to SummerSlam to have it in a multi-man match. I have no idea. However, I think when you exclude the crowd, which just might kill this match, I think this match will be sitting around 3.75 stars. Finn Balor versus Constable Baron Corbin. Now, again, this match is on the match card of Extreme Rules and has absolutely no stipulation, even though for the past 4 weeks they've just been yelling, beating each other. But, why not add a stipulation on a a night that's supposed to have no rules. I think Finn Balor comes out on top just because of the way things have been going. Constable Corbin has been, I'm not gonna lie, I like Constable Corbin. I think the character is actually kind of funny for the most part, but he has the on past Monday Night Raw, Bobby Roode and Finn Balor did lose to the heels, which typically means, I could be wrong, but I do think Finn Balor's gonna win. I'm really hoping they bring out the Demon Finn Balor, but do I see them doing it? No, I would love for them to, but I really don't think they're actually going to do it just because it's just the WWE we're talking about, and they typically do things on their own terms. I think Finn Balor's going to win. I don't think the match will be that bad. I think it'll carry its own weight, and I do think they're going to be in a 3.5-star match. Now, Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins in a 30-minute Iron Man match for the Intercontinental Championship with Drew, future Universal Championship McIntyre ringside with them. Now, you obviously know that Drew's going to get involved some way, no matter what happens. I do have a feeling that this is going to be the best match on the entire card, just because it's Dolph Ziggler and Seth Rollins. You got CrossFit Jesus and Dolph Ziggler. You just know it's going to be a great match. It doesn't matter. You especially if you were to give them an hour. Dolph Ziggler is going to retain the Intercontinental Championship in the 30-minute Iron Man match because Seth Rollins is most likely going to be heading for the Universal title picture scene. With the momentum Seth Rollins has, it'd actually be okay for him to lose this match because he's so over, and he's had a really good run with the title when he made it, hyped again. And eventually, this is going to set up for Dolph Ziggler versus Drew McIntyre for the IC title. I don't think it's going to happen at SummerSlam, but that's for a different video. I do think Dolph is going to beat Seth Rollins, and I do think with the 30 minutes, he's actually going to end up winning 4-3. It might be a screwy thing. I have no idea how it's actually going to end, but just knowing that Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins, the fact that they have 30 minutes, I'd say it has potential to hit 5 stars, and I do think they very well can do it. My guess is going to be 4.75 stars. The Bludgeon Brothers versus Team Hell No for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. See what I was talking about here? Team Hell No is going to win this match. I do have a feeling the Bludgeon... Team Hell No is going to win this match and become the tag team champions. I love the Bludgeon Brothers as a tag team, and I think, they're what they should be. They're very dominating. They beat the hell out of everyone. They haven't lost. If you think about what their plan is, and they're already immediately setting up, they're starting to plant seeds for the Miz versus Daniel Bryan feud, which, if it goes booked to godly plan, the Miz will win the championship and Daniel Bryan will win the Royal Rumble. But again, that's for another video. But Team Hell No is going to win the tag team championships, most likely in the future losing to Sanity. I do think with Daniel Bryan still not re-signing, and the fact that Kane has a mayor political race to go back to in November, they'll probably hold it for a couple months, maybe drop it on SmackDown, or that's what I think is going to happen. I do think it won't be a bad match at all. I think it'll be a 3-star match. It'll be solid. The crowd will be involved just because it's Daniel Bryan and Kane. The Leaders of Worlds versus the B Team for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Now, I'm not going to lie, I love the B Team. I find them very entertaining for what they are. I love the celebrations after they win a match, acting like it's the biggest thing in the world. As of right now, I'm pretty sure they're kind of over. Even though I don't know if they're supposed to be heels or not at this point, because they don't act like heels. Don't actually know who's going to win this match, but if I had to go with my gut, I think the Leaders of Worlds are going to retain. I would like for the B Team to win, but then when I kind of think about it, it's just like, they're really going to give them the Tag Team Championships? I don't know. Maybe they will. Again, no stipulation, because, Extreme Rules. The Leaders of Worlds are going to retain, and I do think it's going to be a 2.5-star match. I don't really want to go into it just because I don't think there's much to go into about it. Now, Carmella versus Asuka for the SmackDown Women's Championship with James Ellsworth suspended above the ring in a shock cage. Because what the else could we do? It's not like we have Extreme Rules matches or no holds barred or tables matches or anything else besides James Ellsworth in a shark cage that damn well he's gonna escape. My prediction is that Asuka is going to finally win, because if you have her lose here, you completely shred her of any momentum she's gaining back. Because if you notice, after WrestleMania, she has really, it's not really on her, but she's not built up the same way she was, and it's not very good. A lot of her momentum is gone, and she's very talented, she can be champion, but they need to build her up again. I think it starts with having her beat Carmella for the championship, and then they can have a feud either going into SummerSlam or past it, but just give her that title, build her back up, give her momentum, and don't let her sink again. I do think James Ellsworth is going to get involved. However, I think it might backfire on Carmella. However, I'm going to say final answer is Asuka is going to win the SmackDown Tag the SmackDown Women's Championship, and the match rating is going to be 3 stars. Now, Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax in an Extreme Rules match for the Raw Women's Championship with Ronda Rousey just casually hanging out at ringside. You know how that's going to go already. She's going to get in and probably beat the hell out of Alexa Bliss, or she's just going to enjoy. Who knows? I mean, look at every time she's been at ringside. She totally hasn't grabbed someone's arm. Try to break it. I wouldn't complain. I think Ronda Rousey has really surprised people and me as well. Like, I was excited, but I didn't think she'd actually, like, just adapt to professional wrestling so well. The facial expressions she makes, the moves she has, the moveset, the caliber, she knows what she's doing. And I think she's got really good charisma in the ring, and she's over. So I do, for Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax, I do think Alexa Bliss is going to retain her title, and we're going to set up for a SummerSlam Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax versus Ronda Rousey for the Raw Women's Championship, where most likely Ronda's going to win. However, Extreme Rules match, I got a feeling there's going to be some crazy spots with Nia just like throwing Alexa into a table or a ladder or anything, because, you know, kendo sticks are going to be involved. I'm going to say Alexa Bliss is going to retain, however. She's probably just going to hit her with a chair or something for fun, because why not? And I do think this match is actually going to do very well, and I'm going to sit it at 4 stars. Jeff Hardy versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the United States Championship. Again, not one stipulation in sight. I'm going to be quick about this one just because of how they're building up Shinsuke, and in order for you to justify the heel turn, he needs to have some sort of gold around him, because the WWE Championship obviously didn't work out. So I'm going to say Shinsuke Nakamura beats Jeff Hardy for the United States Championship, and he's going to go on a cool heel run and do, you know, what he needs to do. But I do think they can even extend this feud to make it more entertaining, and it could probably possibly make up, but just don't overdo it, because look what happened between AJ and Shinsuke. They kind of had a lot of matches there, and not all of them were very entertaining. I think I can only count 2 that were good. But yeah, Shinsuke Nakamura, new United States Champion. I believe the match rating will be 4.25 stars if they do what we all know they can do. Now, AJ Styles versus Rusev for the WWE Championship. Rusev Day. I wish he would win. I have a strong feeling they are not going to give him the title just yet, or maybe at all. I hope they give it to him eventually, but when you think about AJ Styles being the cover for WWE 2K19, and you think about all the momentum he has, and he's a defending champion, so he's still over. He's not really getting booed. There's no reason to take it off him just yet. And I mean, he's had a phenomenal run, but AJ Styles is most likely, I think he's going to retain against Rusev. Because they announced SmackDown Live is going to be in the UK, and it said that he was going to face Samoa Joe for the WWE Championship, and that's in December. So I don't have any problem with him being champion then. I'm just interested in how that's going to go, because they didn't necessarily say AJ Styles to be champion. It could just be that Samoa Joe is going to take the title by then, because I know from what we know, Samoa Joe is actually going to face him at SummerSlam for the WWE Championship. So who knows? Maybe Samoa Joe will be champion by then. I honestly have no idea what's going to happen here. But AJ Styles versus Rusev for the WWE Championship, AJ Styles is going to retain. However, hopefully they had a stipulation last minute on Twitter, because at this point I wouldn't even complain. Just make the card extreme. AJ Styles, still WWE Champion. I'm going to give it a 4.75 star match. And that's it. That's the card for this year's Extreme Rules. I don't think it's a bad card at all, to be honest. I actually quite enjoy the card. However, the only thing holding it back is that there is a lack of stipulations, especially for something called Extreme Rules. It kind of seems like they lightened up a bit too much, but that's just my opinion. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Cam, and I will see you in the next video.